Hello, good day. You are welcome to Analyzing Contemporary Issues with Ashigabo. In life, change, they say, is the only thing that is constant. And this change can either be positive or negative. However, I'm here to tell you today that change can also be the same. And this is the case of democracy or the electoral process of Nigeria, where Nigerians elect a set of politicians who have failed these nations in the past. And after years of things going from bad to worse, Nigeria joined the opposition, who are part of the establishment, who are a set of politicians that have also ruled these nations in the past and failed this nation, now claiming they want what's best for this country to come to power. What I want you to do is to go back memory lane to the run-up of 2015 election, the election that brought APC and the government of late President Muhammadu Buhari to power. Prior to the election, Nigerians were complaining that the level of corruption in that government was too high, that the price of foodstuff was also too high. I could recall there was a guy that was complaining in my place bitterly that the price of foreign rice that was sold for 300 was too high. And Nigerians were saying, give us a madman for voting, a deaf and dumb for voting, a blind man for voting, cripple. It's not that I'm trying to make fun or talk down on those who are disabled, but they were saying anybody other than Jonathan, give us for voting. A set of politicians came together from different political parties, politicians that have ruled Nigeria, and others that were in PDP. They called themselves NPDP because they were not part of the government of the day. They were not really benefiting from the party. They now termed themselves aggrieved politicians and formed APC. CPC, ACN, they all came together. They formed APC. And they were able to defeat the PDP government as of that time. And APC and the government of late President Muhammadu Buhari came to power. And the rest to me is history, because I don't really want to delve into what actually transpired under the administration. We all know what actually happened. Now, 2027 is fast approaching, and I feel that Nigerians are about to make the same mistake. Nigerians are now attacking other Nigerians that refuse to support ADC, as if ADC is a new party, or better put, is a set of new politicians that are new on the scene. Politicians who are not part of the establishment. They are the ones that are in ADC. When you look at the likes of David Mark, that was Senate president for 8 years, he's not in ADC. And we have Nigerians complaining about constitutional reform, electoral reform, without really complaining to David Mark. Because the problem Nigeria are being faced with today, Nigerians are being confronted with today, these problems were created by the likes of David Mark. And I can tell you for a fact that if David Mark was the Senate president today, the same David Mark that is complaining that he wants what's best for the country, the same David Mark will not even think of amending the constitution or the Nigeria Electoral Act. Let's not fool ourselves. The reason why they are saying this or that is not because they really want the best for the country. It's just the fact that they are in the wilderness. They've been out of power for some time now. They are not really benefiting. You talk of John Oyegu. He was part of that PDP government that was voted out of office. Amechi, he was in PDP, former governor of Rivers State, before he now moved to what? APC. And he was a minister for 8 years, Minister of Transport, under the government of late President Muhammad Buhari. What did he do? While he was serving under that government, while he had influence to probably make one or two changes as far as the country is concerned, what did he do? These are persons that are still benefiting from the pension scheme, the criminal pension scheme that these governors were able to pass into law, that a governor that serves for only 8 years will be entitled to pension benefit that is in the region of tens of millions, while you have civil servants that will serve for what? 36 years, taking 80 to 100,000 naira as pension. We have Malami. He has his own case of corruption that is battling with. They are all part of APC now. I mean, ADC now. Formerly, he was in APC under the government of late President Muhammad Buhari. They are now forming ADC. They want what is best for the country. Former Vice President is also now in ADC. The list is endless. You just can't name it. Dino Melai, I think former senator representing Kogi West. What did he do while he was in power? Why PDP was in power? What did he do for his people? He's now forming ADC. You just can't name most of the politicians that were in PDP, that were voted out because of corruption, because of the state of the economy. They are now in ADC and they are forming opposition that they want to move the country forward. And Nigerians are even attacking Nigerians. I can see some people attacking Very Dark Man for not throwing his weight behind ADC. You mean if I have that political capital or that influence over Nigerians, you mean I'm going to throw my weight behind ADC? Considering the caliber of politicians we have in that party, politicians that have failed this country in the past, I will throw my weight behind this set of people. That when they come into power and they start to embezzle, mismanage the resources of this country, I will not have the moral justification or the moral right to come out and speak, because the people will also be blaming me for advising them to vote this party and this set of politicians into power. Randy Peter, I do see your videos online. I know you are passionate about Nigeria. But if you are talking about Electoral Act, the Constitution, one person I expect you to hold responsible is the person in charge of the party you are supporting, David Mark. He was Senate President for 8 years, 2008 to 2015. What did he do as far as the Constitution of Nigeria is concerned? Were they not the one that made the law in such a way that you will not be able to vote out corrupt and bad politicians out of power? These are the people that Nigerians are rallying behind. And we are saying we want change, we want this country to move forward. Do you know what? Here's what we are going to do. I'm going to give you troubling statistics of the amount of key positions you need to fill and the persons you need to move this country forward. For the office of president, you need one person. The office of vice president, you need one, that's two. The office of senate, that's the total number of senators we have in this country, 109. House of Rep members, 360. I think number of ministers as of 2024, there are 47. Ambassadors, I think it should be 65. I'm talking about the federal level. We come to the state level. Number of governors, we have 36 states. So you need 36 persons. State House of Assembly, 991. Commissioners, as of 2023, that's immediately after the election, I think it should be 560. I don't know of the current figure as of today. Then you have local government chairman, 774, based on the fact that we have 774 local governments in Nigeria. I know there are some development areas that these different governors they've created in their various states. And by the time you add all these positions I just listed above, the total number should be 2,944. Let's say I decide to approximate the number to 3,000. Are we trying to say we cannot get 3,000 credible Nigerians to occupy these key positions? Assuming that we need more than 3,000 persons, I double that number and make it 6,000. Are you trying to tell me that out of over 200 million persons, 200 million Nigerians, we can't get 6,000 Nigerians to occupy those key positions and move this country forward? If that's the case, then it's either we are not serious or we are not suffering. And I feel it's high time that we called the white people, those that colonized this country, to come and continue from where they stop. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment. If I'm learning and I would like to learn from you. Thank you.